And welcome everybody to another episode of WindRiders of Aria. I am Will, our halfling wizard, the chaos facilitator for this amazing group of folks. We have one more that's trying to get in right now. They're having technical issues. We've been having technical issues all night. Of course, what would it be without technical issues? And that there. Let me see. I did not, unfortunately, I was not able to get Foundry to do what I wanted it to do, and it just will not reconnect for some reason. I'll have to figure it out.
Well, if we do have to do rolls, I just double check because Greg sent me a thing a while ago seeing if that was the accurate version. So I'm going to clip it to how the dice rolls are, and I'll put that in our group chat so we can reference it for rolls.
Okay, that's fine. That'll work.
All they want to remember is what levels our shit is.
That's fair. That is very fair. Sorry, I don't know why it suddenly started giving me issues. It's never given me issues before, and then all of a sudden it decided today was the day.
Well, I found the video to fix it, but it's not an easy fix.
Mm-hmm.
Something we can walk through later.
Yeah, we'll do it later. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all. And if nothing else, we'll do this, have a real fun role play episode tonight. No, I did not. All right, so real quick, we're going to go around and let everybody introduce themselves, who they are, who they play, and yeah, we'll just do that and we'll jump right in. But let's start with Riku first tonight.
Hello, everyone. I'm Riku. I play Captain Kadak, your Ponturi captain of the WindRider, and I'm excited to be back after break last time. And I'm ready to find out what the hell happened. I've been seeing a lot of activity in the chat, and I'm like, how much paperwork am I going to have to do?
That is a fair question to ask. Okay. Lisa, we'll come to you next.
Hello, I'm Lisa, D&D Winterwolf on TikTok and Discord. Even without Foundry, I'm excited to be here. Excited to give the captain the report of everything that went wrong last time. So, let's go.
All right. Goose.
Hey guys, I am playing Goose, one of the engineers of the ship, and I'm just waiting to see how sore he is.
You're playing yourself?
Yeah. Did I not say Soot?
No, you said you're playing Goose.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a great day. Soot, the little guy.
We love Soot.
Not so much Goose.
We love
Yeah.
Goose. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's not letting me. Your stuff is not happening. All right. Kel.
Hey guys, I'm Kel, also known as the Celtic Wyvern King, playing A, one of the chief engineers who, let's say he went a little murderous rage to a degree, within reason. I saw your face there, Chris. No, but I'm definitely looking forward tonight to seeing what kind of negotiating Soot did on our part.
Yeah, that'll be fun to.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I know. And of course, I am Will, our halfling wizard, and here comes one of our other players now, I believe. Oh nope. Oh nice. He's having technical issues on his end. He's having StreamYard issues. So anyway, well, we're waiting on him. I am again Will, the halfling wizard, their chaos facilitator, and can't wait to see where everybody ends up tonight after we find out. After the captain finds out about all the stuff that's happened since. And then there's a lot of it. There's a lot of stuff that happened. But we shall see.
Boy.
All right, here comes Slayer now. There you are, Slayer. Now we've got you. Your perfect timing. So you'll tell everybody who you are, who you play.
Curse you, Elon Musk. Anyways, hi everybody, I'm Old Worm Slayer. I'm going to be playing Gath Alfredi. And I forgot, was there
No, there
question or
wasn't. It
something?
was just who you're
Okay.
playing. I mean, you can comment a little bit about what happened last time if you'd like.
All I have to say is it's Adder's fault. Adder made things go boom.
Oh,
Hold on. So what I'm hearing is I can still add her. Got it.
No, he can't.
poor Adder. He's going to be playing for everything now, which is not necessarily far from the truth at all. So, all right. So when last we were here, a couple of things have happened. Last time we were here, we had a one shot. We did a little one shot because we had several people out, and it was very chaotic. So, and I'm going to let my crew that was here tell us what happened from their point of view. So let's go around and let everyone kind of say, this is what it looked like from my point of view. I think the most interesting one we want to hear is the one coming from A. What was it from his point of view?
Well, A's point of view was mainly, okay, someone stole my shit because he claims the engines. He even tried building his own before he got arrested. And he wanted payback. He also, probably played a little too well into the pirate crew bit in the bar when he slugged Adder square in the jaw. In his glass jaw, apparently. Because, Adder went down like a sack of friggin' potatoes.
He really did. He went down quick.
It didn't help. It didn't help. I double surged on that roll, though.
Oh, that's true. That is very true.
That did not help Adder's situation.
No, it did not.
But he's definitely impressed with Adder for having all those munitions in his bag to help blow the enemy ship up. Because I was about to Panama from Sahara when Adder's like, nah, use this.
That's fair. He did pull out a bomb. He did indeed pull out a bomb. A time bomb, no less. Truly a time bomb. Okay, so let's see. Goose, not Goose, but Soot was horizontal at that time. So let's see. And the captain was locked in his cabin. So let's take it from Gath. What was Gath's perspective of that evening?
Gath's perspective was, or is, well, there was a gap in our security that we didn't know about, and now we fixed that problem, but it led to our core being stolen. We went to get it back, found out that it was the Black Talon that took it from us, tracked them to their ship, found their area where they were trying to use it for their ship, but couldn't get it to fit. And on the way there, we decimated a good portion of them with guns. Like, they were whipping, we were hitting with practically every single shot. And then when I went to make sure that it would be a while before they could get the ship up and running again, Adder handed me a bomb and said, use this. I was like, not going to ask. Said it. And the ship that actually damaged our ship is no more.
That is true. That's not the only thing that's not no more. All right, let's go to Lieutenant Commander.
Oh yeah, and some other ships got
Katarina.
damaged in the process. There was lots of collateral damage.
Oh yeah, there was.
I'll be surprised if Goose survived the bomb.
Oh, he was nowhere near. He had his own bomb going on anyway.
Ah, or his own boomstick.
That too.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Okay, so Katarina, what about from her perspective?
You want me to do when I give report when I come onto the bridge?
No, not yet.
Okay.
We'll get to that in a
so-
minute. This is just her from her perspective. Lisa talking
Okay,
about.
so
it.
everything was going great, and then all of a sudden we lost power everywhere. We discovered that this orb, the sky core orb that runs the whole ship, was stolen out of the middle of the engine room, which was a serious security issue. So dealing with that, the captain appointed a small team, me and Gath, Lieutenant Adder, and then a new lieutenant, God bless him, first day on duty. We go and retrieve it quietly. So
Yeah.
went to this tavern. We found out that our vehicles, the land vehicles we have, can actually become invisible. We may have run over somebody on the way there.
Oh, we 100%. Well, Nick's character 100% ran over someone since they were behind the wheel.
Went into the tavern, and some of us went to a table and were kind of listening to see if we could hear anything interesting. And Adder went to the bar, tried to bribe the bartender and telling us where the Black Talon was. He wouldn't tell us anything, but we did overhear some of the crew talking about getting this delivery that was going to get their ship operational. So we followed them. Gath saw the person who delivered our core to them, so he has a little bit of a idea of what they might look like. Then we stealthed our way onto the ship easily, got down to the engine room, and that's kind of where everything went sideways, because instead of being stealthy, everyone started pulling out pistols and shooting people, which was really loud. I was not shooting people. I was using my sword, which is probably why I got hurt. We blocked the other doors. We got the orb back. Then we went up the service shaft to try and get back to the gangplank and get off the ship. There were two people behind me when I went in the shaft, and then all of a sudden they were coming up behind me really fast saying, "Hurry, hurry, hurry, there's a bomb." Barely got out, and the bomb detonated and destroyed the Black Talon. There's two ships on either side of it and half of the tavern. And then we got back in the vehicle, became invisible, and got back as quick as we could.
Yeah.
So, did we get the
And
orb back?
increased security
Yes.
around the core.
Yeah, I think they upped security.
I don't
Oh,
know
yeah.
about that. That's part of what I got to talk to the captain about.
Yeah, that was your plan. I don't know if we did that yet, but
We have not.
my plan was also to put a biometric scanner / eye scanner that only me and Soot could use to get access to the core.
I would say
Funny.
you need at least one command override, like the captain.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying out of engineering, the only ones who have it would be us two.
Is that height adjustable or a step stool available?
We can just put at your height.
We can always give you uppies.
You are going to want to probably put in some sort of manual override just in case both of you die.
That's what I mean. We need a command override, the captain, the first officer. Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there because neither of you are dead. So I don't know. Soot might be close.
Yeah, I was say Soot might be death by snoo.
He might be.
I'm pretty sure he's pretty dehydrated at this point.
It's been going on for quite a while.
like a month.
their whole mission, they went and got a thing and blew up a ship and everything. It's just when you guys went to see Tahlia, it was literally daytime. Now it's night. All right. So speaking of, well, let's get into our little thing first. We'll pick up right at the end of where the one shot ended. So this is everyone kind of has returned to the ship. We've got the Sky Core back in place. A is down in the engine room at this point. Zaeren is back down in the mechanics bay, back down in the vehicles bay. I assume that Gath and Adder went back down to the submersible bay, back down to their bay. Katerina, originally you were trying to do your duty, but then everyone was like, "You need to go to sick bay."
Well, I wanted to give report because there are security concerns.
Okay. So let me
to the
see.
bridge first. Yeah.
Okay. So you've gone to the bridge where. Okay. So actually, let me back up a little bit. Just a little bit before you all get back to the ship. Captain Kedek, you are on the bridge doing, trying to get things working. Things are just, without the Sky Core, nothing is going to work. And from where you are, the observation, sort of like the view screen is there. You will see a bright flash of light coming from sort of your right. I mean, it's very bright. It's like lights the sky, like illuminates sort of the Obsidian Outpost, and then you hear the loud bang, and then you feel the shockwave comes barreling over.
I immediately
hits the side of the ship
to see what's going on, to see if I can see what's going on.
Okay, so do you go out to the observation deck to see?
Yes.
Okay, so you go out onto the observation deck, and it's night at this point, and you can see a glow, a very bright glow coming from the far side over here, which where you guys are sort of in the sky ship docking areas. This looks sort of down. You can almost kind of see that it's, actually, I'm going to say you can see because you guys are up high enough. You can see a huge fire sort of like in some of the lower docking areas, just a huge blaze.
Am I aware that is the area where the team was sent?
You're probably not aware of the exact location of where they were sent, but you're probably thinking, "Oh shit."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I am definitely thinking, "Oh shit." So the first thing I'm going to do is definitely, whether it's by radio or however, I'm gonna try to get in touch with somebody, probably Katerina first.
Okay. Without any power at the ship, you won't be able to communicate with anybody.
Oh, great.
And you can see people are scrambling, so you can also see that people are like trying to put the fires out.
Yeah,
it's getting it seems that they're for the most part getting it under control.
Okay. I'm probably I'm probably a little bit seeing that folks are doing work to try and keep the fire under control. I'm just going to keep observing to see if I see anyone from the team, see if I can spot them in the crowd, to make sure that they're safe with what we can do. Whether I have like a spyglass or binoculars or something to look down and see them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you've got like, spyglass, things like that. You can definitely look down into the area, and for the most part, you see that there's a lot of wreckage. There's a lot of carnage down there.
I swear, if this is our doing.
And it looks like. It looks like a ship exploded and took out other ships next to it, as well as several buildings around that area, or at least parts of buildings around that area.
I really hope this isn't our doing.
Okay. So, at which point, as you're watching, you see the land vehicle coming back. You see it kind of get up onto the platform as it decloaks itself and comes up onto and comes back onto the ship. So the crew has returned. Probably about 10. There's about 10 or 15 minutes that you have. What do you do in that time before the power comes back on? And remember, all the doors, everything have to be manually released. So if you leave the bridge, you're gonna have to that sort of thing.
Yeah. I don't know if I've. No, what are you saying?
I mean, you're able to walk around the ship if you want to. It's going to be really dark at this point. Most people will have their headlamps on.
Mm-hmm.
But
Greg posted a message in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, I'm going to. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to see if I can get down to the land vehicle or at least on my way to catch them and figure out what just happened.
What just happened?
Right? Like, explain.
Okay. So as you kind of go, it's pretty chaotic right now. People have no idea why the power's off. So, I mean, it's one of those sort of, I don't know. I don't know why things are as chaotic as they are. Because the crew that just got back, they're like at the very bottom of the ship.
Yeah.
You're several decks. You're several decks away from them.
Yeah.
After we disembark the vehicle and we start putting it away, Gath actually hands over his weapons to Katarina.
Okay. Very nice.
And then he'll turn to Adder and say,
yes.
Too much explosives.
I will hand them off to the nearest security member.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I will collect from everybody and think to myself, they ain't getting these back.
Oh, in all honesty, A would have been already jumping out of the damn vehicle before you can even grab him just so you can get the core back in.
Well, that's fair.
So I'll tell one of the security members, get the gun back.
Get the
And the
gun
sword.
back. Okay. All right. So you'll get back on board. About 10 minutes or so, Captain Kedrick, the power will come back on as A gets the power source back in place. So all the doors will now open normally, and you should be able to go about daily life for the most part. You eventually will, as you're kind of traveling about, you eventually will come in contact with Katerina. So you guys will sort of meet in the hallway there.
I'm gonna as soon as I see her, I'm gonna pull her into a room just to away from people to ask.
Hey,
I
ow, 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 ow.
Ow, ow, ow.
sorry, but I need to know.
Yes.
So I happen to notice something from the bridge.
Yes, that was
and-
us.
Yes, that was us.
I didn't even need to ask.
No, I'm not happy with how it turned out myself, but let me give you a quick rundown.
Yes, please.
And I will tell him what we talked about earlier. I'll tell him about the bar. I'll say we were not in uniform. We were not addressing ourselves by rank. However, I would strongly recommend that anybody on that landing party not leave the ship so as to avoid being recognized. However,
I wonder why I let them leave the ship at all.
However, I'm pretty sure it's a matter of when they figure out that it was us, because that bartender will talk. A lot of the crew from the Black Talon was on leave. They weren't on board when it blew up.
Oh.
So, yeah. We were going to be stealthy. I don't know who fired the first shot, but it was chaos from there on out.
Well, it's clear. It's clear we may have not done the first shot, but we clearly did the largest.
Yes. You might talk to Commander Gath. He did see the person who handed off the device. My concern is, how did they get it? How did someone... There were no maintenance crews inside the ship. They were surveying outside damage. So either somebody has some highly advanced magic and can be invisible, or I hate to think that someone on the crew would sabotage us, but we have to consider that possibility.
Yeah, it's tough to need to consider that, but at this point,
Gath could give you what limited description he had. Maybe we can very quietly see if we can figure out if that person is on the crew without alerting them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry everything went sideways, Captain. I couldn't
you know what?
I couldn't control them.
I don't blame you. Again, I don't know why I let them get off the ship in the first place. But, it is what it is.
Yes, sir.
I'll go talk to Gath and get some information. Can you check in security, see if there is any gaps that might be easily identifiable, any traces, if there's anything anyone saw from security perspective to how narrow things down. I'd hate to think it's one of our crew, but
I feel the same. I really need to sit down now.
yes, yes, go sit down.
She's
I
like
don't-
she's like bleeding. Okay.
What are your thoughts on it? If I don't want to keep you longer than you need to be, but what are your thoughts on if, like, we all know that this just happened? Like, everyone here knows that something just got stolen and shut our power down, and we finally got it back. Is that
Right.
correct?
Correct.
Then, just for safety measure, can we order a, whether it, I don't even want to say curfew, but a just no one leaves the ship for the time being?
I completely agree with that.
Then until we figure this out, no one's allowed to leave the ship. Everyone's ship bound. They need to be accompanied by
A chaperone.
yeah, they like I will give you full control over who gets off the ship and who goes with them. I don't want anyone off the ship alone, and to basically make sure everyone's accounted for. Because if somebody's missing, then we need to know what's going on.
I also would recommend that none of us that were on that mission leave the ship.
Oh, absolutely not. I am not letting you get compromised.
I think it's a matter of time. I think it's a matter of time till they figure it out. But if someone recognizes this, we're going to have a lot less time to do damage control.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. So, why don't you go head to Med Bay, get yourself looked at. I'll go talk to Gath, and then we can make sure that we have everyone accounted for.
All right, I'll have my a couple of members of my security team meet me there and have them start an internal investigation.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay.
And I will go to Midday.
Okay.
And I'll go find Gath.
Okay. Assuming Gath, you went back to your bay, right?
Yep.
Your mechanics bay. Okay. So
Yeah,
you'll find him.
And before the captain shows up, I'm making sure to tell Adder, next time, not so much.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I didn't think it was that much, actually. It was just 3 sticks, very small sticks. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. But just between you and me, it was pretty cool, right?
Yes, but there's going to be consequences for the collateral damage.
Yeah. That was unfortunate.
Also, make sure to check the vehicle to make sure there wasn't similar devices planted while we weren't looking.
Yes, sir. And he goes off to do his thing. Right? Trying to get y'all's stuff over to Greg. All right, so
Oh, and meanwhile, Will, I'm going to go to my office and actually make a sketch of the individual I saw.
Okay.
I know it's not going to be very detailed, but it's something.
Yeah, that works. Absolutely. That's still, yeah, absolutely. Okay. All right, so let's go down real quick before I get to Goose and his shenanigans. Let's go down to the engine room and let's see what's going on down there.
Goose and his horizontal mambo.
So now that you've gotten the Sky Core back into place, what's going on down there right now?
Oh, now it's just double checking all the readings, make sure the levels are where they should be. And A is still 100% his pirate garb. He's not even back in his uniform yet.
That's fair.
So he's still got the sword and gun because I doubt they've been taken yet with how fast he ran.
Well, that's fair. Okay, so your crew is down there, the engineering crew, and they are just like frantic because they're just like, oh gosh, what happened? What happened? Where did you find it? Where was? They're asking you all sorts of questions. Just craziness. It's chaos down there.
Yeah. Well, seeing how they're being all frantic and to kind of go with this bit, I'm just going to turn to them going like, I can tell you, but then I have to kill you.
And they
the whole
at you like, what?
Like the whole Black Ops bit, like you can't find out.
Oh, okay. They all kind of look at each other like, yeah, we want to know.
It's like, well, I ain't telling. Okay, so get back to work.
Fine. So they get back. They go. All right. They start going back to work. But you can hear them still talking about it though.
Yeah, they can gossip all they want on that part.
Just what's going on? What's happening?
But once the core's back in, I'm gonna go check on each like quote unquote cylinder. Like each chamber, just make sure if they're humming along like they should be.
Okay. Yeah, for the most part, they seem to be at normal sort of hum. They're resonating almost perfectly together. So it seems that everything is kind of back in place.
All right. And then the next thing I'm going to do until we get proper like security measures in place, I'm going to post 2 of the engineers who are who probably aren't due for actual like shift work for a bit. Be like, you 2 are going to stand here and make sure no one gets access to this core.
Aye, sir.
And then I'm going to head back to my quarters and just flop on my bunk.
So before you get out the door, 2 security officers are going to stop you and say, "We need your weapons."
That's fair.
And Abe's going to go like, fine, I'm too tired for this. And he'll relinquish the weapons.
Okay.
And when he hands the, I will say though, because that one like Uber kill I had, the pistol is still like the barrel's still like caked in blood. Because remember, I put it right up against the guy's gut before pulling the trigger.
Yep, that is correct. I do remember that.
Yeah, that was a great roll.
That was a great roll.
That was like what 15? I think I got in the roll.
Super gross, but it was a great roll.
But yeah, so he'll relinquish the weapons, and then he'll, like I said, head to his quarters, just on his bunk.
All right. Okay, so as everything is sort of settling in on the WindRider, and we're sort of trying to figure out this, that, and the other thing, let's go to Central Command. And Commandant Tahlia's apartment. As the lights, we come out of fade to black. We are in Commandant Tahlia's apartment in her boudoir. Which is rather nice, actually. Like super swanky. Lots of soft fabrics and velvets and things of that nature. And of course, in the center is this large bed where we find the 2 of them, Tahlia and Soot sort of laying there, smoking cigarettes.
Soot totally has his head like in the crease of her shoulder and his leg on her belly.
Like a baby.
I was gonna say he really is a small spoon.
Mhm. And she is like rubbing your hair. And she says, you are a bold negotiator.
Well, I like to think it came out in both of our favors.
Yeah. This I will not lie. That was a lot of negotiating.
He like raises his hand up and it's like shaking.
Probably the most negotiating I have done in a long time.
Well, you're welcome.
6, 7, 8 sessions of negotiations.
Oh, I don't know. I lost count after 2.
Well, that is fair, just like a man. And she like presses a button on her nightstand there, and her manservant comes in with like drinks, and she's like, "Here, darling, have drink. You must get your electrolytes back up."
He doesn't even care what it is. He's just going to grab a cup and just start chugging. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's very much like Gatorade like.
It's totally like little kid picking up his dad's drink, just like leaning back with it.
Yep. It's very much like, ooh. It's flavorful. It tastes okay, but it is very like warm Gatorade. Like, for sure. But it does, you kind of start feeling good after drinking.
So is it safe to say like we're sober at this point?
Oh yeah. I don't think that honestly, I don't think either of you were ever not sober.
Okay. But it's like daytime now.
No, it's nighttime now.
Oh, okay.
It was daytime when you got there.
Oh.
It's been hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, after he gets done like chugging, he's just gonna like gasp for air and then just like plop back down on the bed.
He's like, she said, Tahlia says, so you believe, and she looks at the time. She's like, do you think your captain will be worrying for you?
To be honest, he probably hasn't even noticed I'm gone.
Oh. Someone so virile is not considered a leader on your ship?
Oh, absolutely. I'm just very sneaky.
Ah, I see. Perhaps this is why I like you so much.
Well, you're not so bad yourself, and he's gonna like boop her.
So as you lay there,
Then again, he is kind of small. He is easy to miss. If you don't look down.
there. So as you're sitting there, or laying there, rather, sitting, you guys will hear the explosion and feel the shake. And Commandant Tahlia sits up immediately and is like, she throws her robe on, and she goes to the outside of her apartment, which is where her office is, where y'all were originally. And she is trying to find out what's going on.
So did she actually like? So she ran out. Is she like running out to the street kind of thing?
No, out into the front of her apartment, which is an observation.
Oh, okay, cool.
You can see the whole. You can see the whole sort of outpost from her location.
Gotcha. He's not even going to worry about his clothes. He's just going to run over and see what's going on.
Oh yeah, she's not really all that dressed either. She has like this sort of sheer overlay on. And as you both get to the window in the distance, you will see a bright glow coming from this perspective. You can actually see essentially the crater that is left from a major explosion. There's fires, and people are the outpost is very well equipped to deal with things like this. So, like, the fire brigade is out there dealing with it. But you can see that she is visibly pissed.
Soot's just going to kind of start giggling to himself a little bit. Not like quietly or anything like that, but just like to himself, but so she can hear.
And she's going to look at you. And she's going to ask, do you know anything about this?
No, I'm just not used to seeing it from the outside.
Ah, I see. And at this point, you'll also hear some very loud snoring coming from behind you. As you see Gustav covered in like empty alcohol bottles, just sprawled out, just sleeping like a baby, a very loud baby.
He would sleep through that.
Oh yeah, the explosion did not wake him up at all.
I'm gonna like tap her on the back of the knee. Looks like our little boy had a rough night.
He's not the only one.
Well, I don't mean to like jump to anything or like cut this short, but clearly things are going on. So maybe we should actually finish up the negotiation so I can get back to my ship.
She's like, oh, you wish to negotiate again? And she starts to drop her sheer. Her sheer is off. And now she is without clothing as well.
He's going to look up and just get like, see everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's standing there very demure, as the kids say today.
And probably going, yes, mommy.
Maybe.
I hear Demir so much on TikTok.
Yeah.
I know.
Maybe we should try using our mouths for talking for a moment. And then we can get back to the other stuff.
I suppose we must do these things. Fair enough. Business is business. She puts her hair back on.
Business before pleasure, as they say.
Yes, boring people say these things.
Yes, but we had, 9 times of pleasure before?
Give or take.
We'll carry the 2.
Fair enough. All right, so let me see. And she goes back to her room and brings like all this paper with all of these like scribblings on it, and it is literally your negotiation paperwork that you scratched out during your negotiations. And she's just like, this is an awful lot of damage. And she's like, starts writing some stuff down. She says, let me see. If I do this, if we carry this, and this. if I, and she looks at you and she's like, yes, that does help. This is like we can take this off and we can take that off. Uh, and then she's like, I believe we can make this happen fairly inexpensively.
Let's just make sure that we have the same idea of inexpensively.
She's like, you do not trust me with these things?
I mean, to be fair, I just met you.
Yes, but we have
grown
known
very
each other.
close very quickly.
We have known each other biblically. Surely you know that you can trust me.
Oh, I trust you. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Ah, very well. I like you. You are a very good negotiator.
Well, I got to give 110%.
Yes, indeed you must. And indeed you did. So she's like, very well. And she said she slides over an offer to you. Do you guys remember how much the original offer was? I can't seem to find it in my notes.
I do not remember.
Wasn't it like 75,000 or
It
something?
was like 75,000 Lauren, I believe.
Yeah,
It's
something like that.
75,000 gold. So she's like, okay, very well. So the offer she slides across is about a third of that. And, oh, excuse me. Plus a few other minor items. So she's knocked it down to about 25,000 Laurans, which is a lot more doable.
Mm-hmm.
And she is interested in one of your pulse cannons.
Like, in barter kind of thing?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'll make you a deal. You knock off another $5,000. I'll throw in that cannon, and I'll do that thing you like.
Oh. And she sort of leans back in her chair and looks at you up and down. She says, you have yourself a deal.
He'll put out his tiny little hand.
Okay. And she'll reach and shake your hand. And she's like, just sign here as the official representative.
I'll sign it.
And then she'll pick you up and carry you back to the vendor.
And you just hear, wee!
And then Gustav, you'll hear Gustav go, honk! Like, which basically is like, that's my boy. And he'll just pass out again. So, okay, so after all that, after you do the thing that she likes, and you gather up Gustav in a wagon because he obviously cannot walk on his own.
Or waddle, for that matter.
Yeah, or waddle for that matter. You are correct.
Absolutely.
So you guys make your way back towards the ship. When you get back toward the ship, you will see that there is a lot more security at the gangplank. The ship is lit up like a Christmas tree. Like even like non-essential lighting is on. I mean, it's It looks like a fortress. So,
Welcome to Fort Knox, the airship
so yeah.
on Christmas.
So you get there, and of course, security is like, you can't come in. Who are you? Identify yourself. And it's like
So it's
six
literally just gonna
security guards like outside the gate. It's like 6 security guards there.
Soot's literally just going to point at his shirt. Does this not tell you who the hell I am?
Oh, sorry, sir. We were just told to make sure that no one came on or went off. Lieutenant Commander Katarina's orders.
Well, I'll let it slide this time, as long as you grab him and carry him up for me.
Oh, is he?
He's still alive.
Oh, okay. Like, oh, okay. Okay. So one of them scoops Gustav up, takes him back to y'all's quarters.
And as he's walking, Soot totally has like leg day shaky leg.
It looks super dehydrated.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you go from there? So they've taken Gustav, or he's taken Gustav to his quarters. Where do you go?
I will head up to the bridge.
All right. So on your way up to the bridge, Captain Kedek, where are you at this point?
I believe I was headed down to talk to Gath.
Gath. Okay. So, Gath, you will come, or not you will come in. Captain Kedek, you will enter the submersible bay.
Yep, and I'm gonna look around for Gath and see where he's at or what he's up to.
Okay. So, Gath, you're in your office, correct?
Yep.
All right. So, Gath's in his office. Lieutenant Adder is there at his desk, and he's like, oh, hands up real quick. He's like, Captain, like he doesn't know what to say. He's just like, oh my gosh, like, can I help you, sir?
Yeah. So what exactly just happened out there?
Out where, sir?
You know, outside go boom.
Oh. And you see immediately, he kind of goes white, like pale white. And he's like, I think you should talk to Commander Gath. He probably would want to talk to you more so than he would want me to talk to you. So he does the buzz on his desk to Gath's office. And Gath, you're in your office and you hear the bzzz of,
I'll respond, yes.
sir, the captain is here to see you.
Send him in.
If you will, sir.
I was expecting him.
Door. He was expecting you. And Adder will open the door for you, and
I'm sure he is.
and Adder doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know if to salute you, bow to you. He doesn't. He is completely like bumfuddled. And then he'll close the door behind you.
Yeah. So, how are things going on your side, Gath?
Could be better. That whole situation was not the way it was supposed to go down.
So I hear. Katarina, I forgot what you told me I should ask him about. Sorry, it just slipped my mind.
He saw the person that handed off the device to the crew of the Black Talon.
Okay, gotcha.
He got the best look.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
By the way, you do see that I have a sketch of a nondescript or very difficult to see the appearance of somebody.
Mm-hmm. So, what exactly did you see happen?
Well, this person, I will turn around the sketch and slide it to you. Somehow managed to get our core.
Do I recognize who's in the picture, or like whether they're from around the ship?
No, it doesn't look like anybody that you have seen.
Okay.
And mind you, it doesn't have the full face. It just has some facial features, but the rest is like covered because it was dark. Their face was covered.
Yeah.
And this
Had a
person walks
goatee.
with a limp. Yes.
And a
You see the goatee and on the sketch it says walks with a limp.
Gotcha. Okay.
However, when we went to reclaim it, well, I'll back up a bit. We went to the tavern to try to find information. While we were there, some of us overheard people talking, which happened to be crew from the ship that tried to board us. And they were talking about receiving some sort of item and then resolving some unfinished business on the other side of the dock. And the area of the dock they happen to be talking about is where we are currently sitting. We managed to trail them to their ship. Well, me and Zarin found our own way with the vehicle because we didn't want it getting stolen.
Mm-hmm.
And we managed to get to their engine room and try to reclaim the core. And we got the drop on them. And then
all went boom.
Yeah, one of us got a little trigger happy and fired a shot because he was pissed that the core was stolen.
Let me guess. A.
Yes.
For the record, I did not throw A under the bus. I just said people started shooting.
No. But the way. But here's the thing: way you said it gave it like a neutral. It could have been anyway.
Yes.
Anyone. The way Gaff just put it, I know where that finger's being pointed.
Exactly, but I purposely did not just throw him under the bus.
Well, the thing is, I didn't even get the first shot off.
No, you didn't.
I actually forget who actually it was.
That's okay.
No, I drew, but they got the shot off first because
none
of us rolled high enough on the initial or the turn order.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Anyway,
Gath wouldn't forget that and would and will actually say they shot first.
Okay.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yep, I'll take that.
My apologies.
Yes.
It's all good.
Okay.
So we responded in kind, with the exception of Katerina. She actually tried to maintain some subtlety. Once we overcame the numbers that we were dealing with, I pursued, after finding the trail of where the orb went, because in the scuffle they managed to go further into their engine room to where their core is. And I happened to catch up to them as they were trying to force the core into their engines. It was like trying to fit a circle into a square type situation. Because it was literally what they were trying to do.
Look, everything goes into the square hole. All right. Please
Except
tell me
for
you've seen that video. Please tell me you've seen that TikTok.
Yes,
But
but
anything can fit into the square hole.
except for in this case, the circle was too big for the square.
That's fair. All right. So
We dispatched the two that were there. Aid did his best to keep the orb from getting damaged during the scuffle. And I went to sabotage the engines to make sure it would be a while before they could catch up with us. And then Adder, come in here. I'm calling Lieutenant Adder into the office.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he'll fumble around and he'll open the door and he goes, "Yes, sir."
Close the door.
He closes the door.
With good intentions of trying to help accomplish the goal, he handed me an explosive device.
Oh, really?
What he didn't know was how big of an explosion it was going to create.
Yeah, about that. Getting used to being on a ship like this, you definitely need to have the legs for it. And that explosion made most of us almost trip up.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was 3 half sticks of dynamite.
They were small sticks.
uh-huh.
But it was also in the roughly the core of their power systems. And there was other things like fuel lines and whatnot that were damaged to set it to go up, but I wasn't anticipating that big of, yeah. So
It was only meant to like disable their engines, not blow them up like that. They were small sticks. They were only about yay big. Nowhere near the explosive capacity as a full-size stick of dynamite. As he pulls out a full stick of dynamite out of his bag and shows it to you.
You just have that at the ready?
Yes, sir. You never know when you'll need a stick of dynamite. I mean, it's not active. It doesn't have a blasting cap in it or anything. It's like absolutely.
Fortunately, it is stable.
Yes, sir. See, look, and he's like starts tapping it on the desk. It won't do it. I mean, unless I put, and he reaches in his bag. He's like, unless I put this into the
No,
end of
no,
it, it's
no,
not gonna, it won't
no,
do anything. So-
No,
Oh no, I wouldn't do it here. sir.
just
Absolutely
put
not.
this
Oh, okay. So he's
for my
puts it
own
all
sanity.
back in his bag.
Thank you.
And by the way, Captain,
Yes.
I know others in the crew, namely Aid, will want him transferred to their team because of his special skill. I advise against it because of the fact his expertise can help make sure that no devices similar to what he provided get snuck back onto the ship through one of our vehicles.
Okay.
Because I think he would agree if something like that managed to sneak its way onto our ship, what happened with the Black Talon ship will be nothing.
Okay.
Because I even made sure he checked the vehicle as soon as we got back, just in case.
I mean, good
No
thing.
devices.
Because, you know, if somebody did that to our ship, none of us would be talking.
No, we wouldn't be.
And I don't think there would be a dock.
No, there
It
would
wouldn't
not
be an
be.
island. For shipping up.
Okay.
It would be a disaster about the size of what happened in Stormhun.
Yeah.
However, sir, I'm going to recommend it. And I know it goes against your personal code of ethics. But if asked, maintain plausible deniability.
I will consider it.
Because after all, those bastards were going to try to destroy our ship while we were unable to defend ourselves with no power.
Yeah. Well,
And
despite. Mhm.
besides, otherwise we won't be able to get the ship repaired.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. Despite the attention we've received now, you did well defending us, so thank you.
Yes, sir. Anytime, sir.
I
come prepared as he holds up his side satchel bag.
Yes.
By the way, sir, if it'll make you comfortable, Adder, blasting caps in my safe.
Okay. As he like opens his bag and he takes out like 2 handfuls of them and piles them on your desk.
And any other explosive devices are already ready to blow.
Okay, so he reaches back in and he pulls out what look like homemade hand grenades. And he sets them on. There's about 6 of them. He sets them on your desk. He's like, and he reaches back in and he pulls out these sort of glass, these like reddish colored glass orb things that look like they have liquid in them. And he's got like 4 of those, and he puts them on your desk. And he just like keeps pulling things out of his bag, just all sorts of destructive devices. It's like, that's it. That's all I've got.
Okay. Now, you will get these back when they are needed for a mission. Is that okay with you, Captain?
I would very much appreciate that. Not to say what you've contributed is bad. Like, I think what you've brought here is going to be extremely useful for us. I just think we
don't want it ended up in the wrong hands.
Someone's already been able to get on this ship and steal one of our most vital pieces of our ship. We need to make sure that everything remains safe for the time being.
Exactly.
Okay. Yes,
I'm just trying to give an air of like, we're not punishing you. We're just keeping things safe.
Including us.
Including ourselves.
That's fair. Okay.
And then I'm gonna grab something that's like to do like makeshift padded containers, and we'll carefully put the glass things in them to make sure that they don't like crash against each other and just explode.
Like, oh yeah, be careful with those. Those are incendiaries.
Good to know.
You see Kedek's face go white.
They're a design of my own. I designed them myself, including the incendiary liquid inside.
So these are some of the ideas that you were talking about.
Yes, sir. They'll come in very handy if we ever need to like burn something down.
You have quite
a talent. I think one of these would have been better for the ship when he's referring to the incendiary device.
Yeah, but they're very, very, they have a very wide spray area. So
and aren't timed.
Yeah, and we probably wouldn't want that. We wouldn't want to be anywhere near when one of those is dropped.
Fair.
So anyway, may I go back to my desk now?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sorry, Captain.
And no word of these being in my office to anybody that isn't in this room.
Okay. Yes, sir. And he will go back to his desk.
And then it will put all of the rest of the stuff in there and very carefully.
Yeah.
Put
as you move them, as you move them, put them, you say, you hear clink, 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 clink.
So Gath, real quick, the person that you saw, I know you didn't get a good look, but important question: Are they still living?
Unfortunately, there was nothing I could do to prevent them from getting away, sir.
Understood. Well, this information helps out a lot. And I'm actually gonna take the drawing just to have on me and to deliver to Katarina as kind of a, hey, let your security folks know about this if they're looking around. But otherwise, thank you for the work you've done. And just for now, stay put on the ship.
I did not plan on leaving after that.
we're actually putting on that all crew must remain on the ship unless I'm even going to say my permission is granted, and they must be going with somebody. So myself and Katarina. Yeah, so me and Katarina will be talking about those plans as well. But keep a good eye out on anything suspicious that might be going on. Let me know immediately.
And might I suggest, sir, authorizing an increase in security in the engineering area to prevent another theft like that.
I'm sure Katarina has already thought of that, but thank you.
And I'm willing to bet Aid is already working on something too. But
I'm sure he is. Oh, last question. Because have you seen where Soot went? I haven't seen him yet return.
Last I knew, he was handling negotiations with the boss woman.
Oh, well, that's right, because Goostav knew her too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep.
I wonder how that went. I'll see if he's come back, and I'm sure he'll come find me with an updated number soon enough. But
I wouldn't be surprised if he might be a wee bit tipsy from the way him and Aid tend to drink.
I would not be surprised either way, but as long as his job got done. Just been a very long negotiation process, I guess. Anywho, I'll catch you later. And we'll talk soon about next steps.
Yep. I might actually look at Adder's ideas and see if there's actually ways we can help beef up our security that he's come up with.
And
For our firepower if needed. Because, damn.
And Caddock's gonna head back to the bridge.
And sorry for the headache, sir.
No worries. I kind of at this point expect this from us, but
That is true, but we did not expect a something like that.
well, maybe we should. At this point. Anywho.
Well, we are now,
Yep.
especially with that around the crew.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
We're lucky he's one of us.
Okay. So, Caddick, where do you head next?
I'm gonna head back to the bridge. Just check on things now that power's back up. Folks are probably getting things squared away. Just want to make sure everything is working and going all right. As well as wait for what our updated cost is.
Fair enough. Okay. So, all right. So you're headed back to the bridge. So while you're on your way back to the bridge, let's go to the med bay real quick, where Dr. Wellesley is at. And he is basically telling Katarina, he's wrapping her wounds, and he's like, you need to be on bed rest for at least 3 days.
3 days. We're having security issues. I can't be.
Well, actually, you can, because if I have to, I will order you so. You are extremely wounded. You must rest.
I understand. Thank you, doctor. Can I be on bed rest in my quarters?
Yes.
Can I work from my quarters? From
As
my
long
bed?
as you do, as long as you work from your bed, yes.
Okay. I can get security reports from there.
Yes.
I appreciate your efforts.
Of course.
Would you let the captain know where I'm going to be for the next 3 days?
Yes. I will. He will be well informed when he gets my report.
Thank you.
Right.
So I will limp my way back to my quarters, I guess.
All right. But you've reached the bridge at this point, and the captain's not there. Captain Archibald is there. He he sees you come in, and he's like, "Oh, I see our negotiating team has returned."
Which one's Archibald? Is he the one that's a dick?
No, he's actually a really good guy.
You're thinking Nimitz.
Nemitz is the dick.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
He's down in munitions.
So he's gonna come in. He looks exhausted at this point. Like everything's just finally starting to wear on him. Have you seen the captain?
I think he went down to the submersible bays.
That's fine. I'll wait. And he's literally just gonna walk over, hop up in the captain's chair, and fall asleep.
Okay. And Captain Archibald's just gonna be like, "All right." It's like while he's trying to repair other things. He's like, "All right, whatever. As long as he's not in my way, I don't care." So, all right. So, Katerina, you're on your way back to your room. You'll run in, and you will run into the captain on his way back to the bridge. Oh, she's not here. She stepped away. That's okay. We'll get back to her when she returns. So A, you're back down in the. Did A walk away as well? Of course. All the people I want to talk to have all disappeared. Oh, Lisa's back. So Lisa, on your way, Katerina, on your way back to your quarters, you run into the captain in the corridor.
Okay. I'm sorry, sir. I'm going to be out of commission for a few days.
Oof, that rough, huh?
Yeah. But I intend to get security updates from my quarters. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm letting you down, but right now. But
No, don't ever think that. You are doing some fantastic work. And this is just what happens in this line of work, I guess.
yes, sir. But I will stay on top of things from there.
I definitely appreciate it, but don't wear yourself out too much.
No, sir.
I'd like you back on your feet within the 3 days and full strength and ready to go, rather than stress yourself out for another week or two.
No,
all right.
Sir. Could someone have that book that's on my desk sent down? I could use the time to finish it.
Absolutely. I'll get somebody to send that down as soon as possible.
Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome. Get some rest.
If you need me, I can sneak out.
I you know what? I will come to you. How does that sound?
Okay.
Get some rest. I'll see you soon.
Okay.
I empathize with you, Lisa, because I am like that in real life. I'm like,
It's all right. So
it sounds good. Like you have to be off work for like half a day, and then it's like, what the hell am I going to do with myself?
I know, right?
And it's the irony that Katerina is being threatened by the doctor when in Kel's game in Stargate, Lisa's character is the one threatening people who don't follow their orders.
That is true. There is a little quid pro quo there.
That is funny. All right, so back down to the engine room. So engines seem to be okay. Everything seems to be humming, as it should. They've put on this they started adding extra security measures on like the reactor doors and sky orbs and all. I mean, they're your team's working pretty hard to get security up a much higher than it was with this new threat of random people walking in and just taking shit. So what are you doing? What's going on with A right now as your team is doing their thing?
Well, like I said, when last we were on me, A went and just passed out in his bunk.
Right.
So
is he just gonna is he just out?
Oh, he's probably up by now because I'm guessing it's probably been a few hours since he did that.
It's been a few hours.
He's not going to work on the installation of it yet, but he wants to go and start gathering the parts to start putting in like the scanners and everything for the core.
Okay.
Including putting something in if someone tries to falsely get in.
Okay.
Mainly putting in hold on, I got to look something up real quick. It'll probably put me on a watch list.
Nice.
Hold on.
On a watch list now, everybody.
What TTRPG player has not been put on one for research?
Oh, that's fair. That is very fair. Hell, I'm a theater teacher. I'm on probably 100 watch lists.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
You're good. I'm assuming you're looking up some sort of security measure.
To a degree. Yeah, so essentially setting up a taser for 60,000 volts. Like think of it like the shocker arm that R2 has.
Oh right.
It'd be like that would come out and hit whoever tries to falsely get into the core.
Okay. I love
that. I say 60 because that's higher than what police have. Because most police grade are 50.
Okay.
So figure make it hurt for whoever's trying to wreck our stuff.
Fair enough. That's fair. Okay, cool. As your
like I said, not installing it yet though, because I need such for installation purposes.
Right. As your crew is gathering the things to build the equipment you need, because that's not something that you would have on board.
Oh yeah.
Now you might be able to find it in the black market though.
Mm-hmm.
That's the funny thing is most of the stuff that you're wanting to use or put in, you could probably find it here at the outpost.
Oh yeah, that's kind of where I was going with this. Is going like, hey, field trip.
Okay.
Or Adder can make it.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean it's
Too bad you can't leave the ship.
Unless he has the captain's permission.
Or if I roll high enough.
Well, that's true as well. If you have to go technical with it, of course.
No, that's me being, smart.
Right. I'm just kidding. All right, so you're doing that. So, Kedek, you get back to the bridge where you find, Archibald and this bridge crew, sort of getting there, trying to figure out systems that have burned out during the attack. They're trying to replace and that sort of thing. The repair crews are there. The maintenance crews are there. And yeah, then as you come in, you find a sleeping Soot in your chair.
He seems like he had a long day.
Snoop can take a lot out of you.
I'm trying to think of something devious to do here. I'm just gonna place a hand on like the armrest of the chair and just say, "Oh, whoops," and spit spin the chair around with him on it.
Oh my god. That is hilarious.
Please tell me there's going to be a roll for whether he
There
stays
is
on the
gonna be
chair.
a roll. Well, I mean, he's gonna have to. You got to roll strength to make sure that you can stay on it. Or dexterity. Actually, it'd probably be dexterity to see if you can remain in the seat as it spins
Oh, me?
uncontrollably. It's a 5. Yeah,
Yeah.
So it's like suddenly the chair is spinning.
So, not his first time spinning.
It's not his first rodeo.
Right. He's going to come out of it and he's going to be a little like not all together.
Whee!
And he's just going to reach up and like smack at the first face he sees and say, 10 is the limit.
Well, good morning to you too, Soot.
As you see the captain's face looking at you.
By the way, I'm laughing at the frostytools.com description that just recently posted.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Mary Poppins bag of trauma got me.
that was the best. I know. I love that too. I love that new chatbot. I love it.
It's
I
so
have
much
I
fun.
actually-
It is so much fun.
I have it set up to where it takes all the chat stuff and creates a Shakespearean verse with it.
Oh,
So
I
that's why
can't wait
it's
for that to come
it's
up.
so rhymey that sort of way. That's what it's doing. So funny.
It
Anyway,
is so great.
all right. So the Captain Kedrick has awakened Soot from his slumber.
Oh,
What happens next?
how long was I out?
I don't know. When did you get here?
I have no idea.
You've been out.
And
for a
I
couple
wouldn't know
hours.
either.
Captain Archibald will go. He's been there for a couple hours now.
Ah.
So,
Seems did negotiating take that much out of you?
it took everything.
Damn, she's a hard seller, isn't she?
That's putting it lightly.
Hmm.
After
Well, he did come like a wrecking
10,
ball.
there were 10 rounds of back and forth. It was a lot.
Damn.
But
You got
we
some
finally-
endurance there.
Was that?
You got some endurance.
Yeah, I don't know what she gave me, but I drank all of it.
And you'll
need-
hear some of the bridge crew kind of laughing to themselves.
So it looks like you guys had a busy night.
Yeah, we had a thief in our midst.
Did that thief have anything to do with the crater outside?
Yeah, that was our team retrieving the core that they stole.
I'm assuming that was the Black Talon ship.
Yep.
Huh. So I guess we won.
This battle, at least. At
Huh.
least.
Well, I have some more good news.
Hmm?
So what was it originally? 75,000?
75,000 Larets.
Well, I got her down to 20 and a plasma cannon.
20 in a plasma cannon? That's it?
That's it.
What'd you do to get that? Fuck.
You don't want to know. Like even like as he says, you don't want to know. He's gonna just like reach up and put his fingers on your lips.
It kind of processes in his mind for a moment and then Kedek's eyes go wide and goes, "Oh."
If it's okay with you, I'm gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, and just in case, I'll have Medbay send up some medication just in case.
That'd be great.
Cool.
Thank you. He's just gonna like waddle off.
More like a limp.
Yeah.
I just look at him go walk off, and as soon as he's out of earshot, I go, "But how?"
Very careful.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, no. Do you say that out loud?
I do it as soon as Soot's out of earshot, like the door is closed and everything. He says, "But how?"
Fair enough.
But the real question should be: did Soot wash his hands when he left?
I grab a wet wipe and wipe down the chair before I sit down.
Probably safer that way. Yeah.
Probably so.
Well, I know the fact that he put his finger on your lips.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's right.
Oh!
That's
Kind
right.
of takes a moment and sits, like he wipes down the table and
And
sits down
slapped
and
him in the face.
then it hits
slapped
him.
you,
And
yeah.
he goes, "I'll be right back." Gets up and goes straight to the bathroom.
Fair enough. Well, Captain's in the bathroom. Sits
He's
on
gonna
his way
throw
to
it
his,
worse than the car ride.
yeah. Yeah. And sits on his way to his quarters. Everybody will and because Katarina's in her quarters at this point with her book. A is sort of where A is all the time. And Gath's in his office and all that. And everyone will hear the internal communications just buzz, sort of going, and as loud and as proud as the dawning of the day, you will hear Gustav singing at the top of his lungs, drunk as can be, just going to town, just singing, just yeah, and it's loud. It's not. He's got apparently has turned the volume all the way up. He's just so it is echoing through the ship, and it's not horrible. He's got a pretty decent singing voice, but he is drunk. So he is just, and he's singing, and then he starts talking.
Sorry, I'm just going through the spell, seeing if there's some kind of sound spell.
That's fair. And he is talking, and then he starts telling tales that he probably shouldn't about a certain negotiator on board.
I'm gonna at some point cut him off and just go, "Goose! Hey, buddy! I got a job for you if you could help me out."
Who is this? How'd you get on this line? State your business.
Could you do me a favor and deliver this book down to Katarina's quarters? She needs it for a project. And currently the rest of my folks are currently indisposed.
And he just he goes, "Who is this?"
This is your captain speaking.
Well, this is Lord Gustav Greylag, Honorable Duke of the Windward Waters, High-Feathered Admiral of the Aether Skies, Master of the Honking Chorus, and Keeper of the Gilded Gander's Chalice. I outrank you, sir. Get off my line. And he just starts singing again. Just loud. This time louder, and actually a lot more off-key. And you can hear in the background what sounds like giggling.
Gustav, where are you?
I am in my boudoir.
With who?
Who is this?
Uh,
I think you've got the wrong number. And he just hangs up.
well, at least I got him to hang up.
So, Soot, when you return to the room,
Oh no!
you open the door, and inside is Gustav with what looks to be like several ladies of the night. Partying, having a grand old time.
Is he done singing?
Oh, no, he's still singing.
He's still singing, but he's not singing into the mic.
No, not into the mic anymore. He's just singing to the ladies.
He's gonna walk in. He's gonna kind of assess the situation and realize that he's too tired to care. And he's just gonna grab his pillow, look at Gustav, say, "Can you just keep it down a little bit?" And he's gonna walk over to his potted plant. He's gonna chinchilla his way in a little bit and go to sleep.
And he's trying to be quiet when he says these things to the ladies. But he's like, "That is my friend Soot. He is a nice guy. You like him very much."
The pillow is coming at his face.
Oh, he hit him with pillow. This is funny. He is funny, man. He is funny guy. I love him. And he throws it back at you. And he goes, "Oh, Soot, my friend, would you mind babysitting baby goose?" As he's handing you the egg.
Sure.
Yes. And he's like hands you the egg.
Like he's
And he
okay,
continues. He goes right back to partying.
Like,
having to go
he's okay with it, but he clearly has that like look of annoyance on his face. Like, I just worked all day. I just want to take a nap.
And now I'm babysitting.
He's gonna look at Gustav. If this thing hatches, I'm killing you.
It is not ready to hatch. Plus, you are not goose. You cannot hatch egg.
Doesn't it just need to stay warm?
Only from goose's butt. Only goose can hatch goose egg. Soot, you are no goose. Although I think someone
I don't
disagrees.
I don't think it requires a specific warmth, but it's fine. He's just gonna like cuddle it and roll over.
Okay. Very good. Very good. And he goes back to doing this thing. Okay. So as the night kind of wears on, we get into early morning, the sun begins to rise, and it's a new day at the outpost. As people are starting to awaken from sleep, and sort of their shifts are starting, shift changes are happening. As we look out over the outpost, we can still see the smoldering, the smoke from what's left of the ships and down in the lower bays, and Captain Kerik, as you're in your quarters sleeping, there is your communicator on the wall, your ship comm starts to buzz. The zzz, zzz.
This is Captain Kerik.
Sorry to disturb you, sir. This is Captain Archibald, but there's some people here to see you.
All
They seem official.
right. I'll be there in a moment.
I will escort them to the conference room.
Thank you. And then I'll put on clothes and head to the conference room as well.
Okay. How about everybody else? It's morning time. Sun's up. Believe it or not, so you got a pretty decent amount of sleep, even with the crazy goose and his gaggle of gals with him. It's all quiet on that front at this point. He's cracked, and Gustav is asleep in the bed.
Mhm.
The girls are gone. It's like,
I'll get out of my flower pot. Walk
How
over
did the
there.
girls get on the ship?
huh. That's a
I
good
actually
question.
am worried now. That just hit me. How did they get on the ship?
I was waiting for someone to ask that.
Oh no. You might have to ask Gustav that.
I might just.
The DM said they did.
Oh, yeah, I mean, nobody knows about the girls really except for Soot.
And Gustav.
Well, yes. Well, I mean, and Gustav. But other than that, nobody knows about the girls.
Anyway,
I
continue.
mean, you did hear giggling, but you don't know who it could have been anybody.
True. Anywho.
So yes, Soot's gonna get out of his flower pot. He's gonna walk over and he's gonna take the egg and just kind of like slide it under Gustav's wing.
There you go. Yeah. Eggs.
And do we have like separate bathrooms like in our dorms, or do we have like, is it like, how's that work?
Oh no, there's each room, especially Gustav's. Gustav's is like a suite. I mean, it's like the presidential suite. It's got its own bathroom. It's got everything.
Gotcha. Then Soot is gonna go, because he hasn't done anything since he's been back. He's gonna go wash his hands and rinse out his mouth, and then he's gonna head up to wherever.
Okay. Are you going to check in with the engine room by chance at all on your agenda today and on your agenda this day?
Was that like a all hands thing, like everybody at the conference room kind of thing? Or...
No. That was just the captain.
Oh, then yeah, I'll go to the engine room.
Okay. A, what about you?
I'm currently preparing to try and go get those supplies to build the trap and get all the sensors ready.
Okay, fair enough. Of course, we know, Katarina, you are in your quarters because you have been ordered to stay there for 3 days. You do have the book, and I'm gonna say you did some pretty hefty reading and probably fell asleep with it on you at some point.
Exactly.
Cool. And one of the things that you encountered in the book is something known as the Red Protocols.
Pray tell.
The Red Protocols, and it's R.E.D. protocols. Called Rapid Engaging Defense. And when you were reading through this, it's sort of like there's 3 areas. There's one called resecuring. R stands for resecuring. It's an immediate lockdown. Engage all internal locking mechanisms, including steam-powered bulkheads, hydraulic doors, all of that, to prevent any type of further entry from non-authorized personnel. There's barrier activation in that, which deploy mechanical and steam-powered barriers to seal off critical areas. Use retractable metal barriers and pressure-activated shield type barriers. Communication alert. It activates the ship's alarm system, notifying all the crew through pneumatic tubes or signal flares to report their assigned defense stations. Then E stands for engage. This is when you can deploy the mechanized soldiers.
The what?
Mechanized soldiers.
Why
Mobilize.
am I just now finding out about this?
We told you to read the book.
Okay.
It mobilizes the mechanized soldiers to strategic points around the airship, utilizing their steam-driven mobility and armaments to confront and neutralize hostiles. Coordinate response, utilize the ship's cog and gear communication system to coordinate between mechanized units and crew, ensure tactical maneuvers are executed to prevent the hostiles from gaining further ground. And secure crew, ensure all crew members are moved to secure compartments where they can activate automated defenses and prepare for further action. And then D equals defend, which is protect critical systems, focus on defending essential systems such as the engine room, navigational controls, the airship's hull integrity, engage any onboard defenses like automated turrets or steam-powered cannons. Damage assessment, conduct a thorough inspection of the affected areas to assess and repair any damage using available tools and repair units, maintain airship stability and functionality. And post-incident analysis. After the threat is neutralized, perform a detailed analysis and debriefing, reviewing the effectiveness of the defense measures and make necessary adjustments to the security protocols and mechanized units for further protection. The red protocol, it says at the bottom, the red protocol ensures a structured and efficient response to unauthorized boardings tailored to this particular airship and its mechanical and steam-powered elements. That's the red protocol.
I'm making notes.
And I'll post that in our chat, in our Discord chat.
Sending it to the captain so he'll be aware of this.
Yeah. Okay. So you've learned that, and you're getting constant reports from your security team that everything seems to be secure. They've done multiple sweeps of the decks. They've found no one that shouldn't be here. Yeah. So everything seems to be on the okay at the moment.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm probably pretty sore today, so I'm probably I'm kind of glad I'm here.
And Dr. Wellesley, he'll send down sort of like a pain medication, sort of pain to help you kind of manage the pain. Not necessarily get rid of it, but at least manage it.
Yeah.
Okay. Down in what about Gath? What's Gath doing this fine morning?
He's going to make sure that the disguise that he had to wear is cleaned and then accounted for like returning to where it belongs. And then he's going to stay in his office until the captain calls for him.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right, Captain Keddick, let's go to you. So you've come to the conference room. As you come into the conference room, you'll see Captain Archibald's there. And so is Commandant Tahlia. And sort of like 3 other rather imposing figures. And she sits at the table. She's sitting at the one end of the table, and these 4 other folks, 2 on either side of her. And when you come in, she'll stand as a sign of respect, and she'll tell her people to stand. They'll stand. And she'll say, "Good morning, Captain."
Good morning.
I trust you had a pleasant evening.
It was interesting to say the least, but not a bad night of sleep. I hope yours was the same.
Oh, indeed. It was a very active evening.
Hmm.
Speaking of, where is your chief negotiator? I do not see him in the room here.
Oh,
I thought he
our-
might want to be here for this meeting.
oh, as far as I know, I was the only one contacted for this. So, I know he had a very, very, very long conversation for negotiation last night. So, I believe he is still resting from a late night.
Funny enough, there wasn't much talking going on at that time. We talked very little.
So
He is very much a man of action.
so I've inferred.
He is very good negotiator.
That's great to know. So, well, what brings you here today?
I've come to discuss the terms of the repairs.
Yes, let's.
Very good. That us. And she looks at one of the guys to her right, and he like pulls out what looks like documents, and he sort of passes them out to everybody around the table. Are you sure you do not want your lead negotiator here to go over these details?
I'm sure it would help if. And I look at Captain Archibald to be like, "Can you see if he's awake? Get him here."
Yes, sir. He'll go over to the comms and he'll call down to Gustav's quarters. I don't know if you're still in there, Soot, or did you leave, or
We can say I'm still freshening up.
okay. So as you're freshening up, you'll hear the comm buzz. It's sort of zzz, zzz.
Yes, Gustav's room.
Lieutenant Commander Soot, is that you?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Hello. Who's this?
Oh, this is Captain Archibald.
Oh, hello.
The captain and our guests that are here would like you to join us in the conference room, please.
Oh, I'll be right there.
Thank you. So you'll hang up and go, Captain, he's on his way.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, so he'll be here shortly.
Oh, very good. So then we can wait until he arrives.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Since he did most of the work in this negotiation.
That's what I hear.
You should give him commendation. He worked very hard.
You could see Kedek just like very much of that face of, why am I learning this about my about my friends? Things I don't want to know. But he's still trying to keep up that demeanor of like calm and like having a professional air about him, but deep down he's internally screaming.
And she's very like relaxed, like she is not tense at all. She's just like very much like, so she looks at you very surprised, and Captain Archibald as well. She looks at the two of you and she goes, you do not have these type of relation with your people?
No, I don't.
Then how do you keep order here?
Honestly, a good amount of trust.
Yes, trust. Trust is important.
Especially with Soot and some of the other main crew. We've had a lot of different experiences coming up until this point. So that kind of bonds that came through that is that kind of trust that we show in each other. And yeah.
Fair enough. He's a little boring, but okay.
So be it. Everyone
that
has
not
their own styles.
As she says, that's very boring. She looks at the two of the people next to her. She goes, "Is that not right, my galas?" And she like strokes their cheeks. And he's like, "Yes, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am."
You have quite the leadership style yourself.
Oh yes, perhaps I can teach you my style if you would like. She's kind of looking at you with like hungry eyes.
You can see Kata kind of just get increasingly more nervous and unsettled by this. Like I'm not. I don't think that's the kind of leadership style I would gel.
Oh, I
with.
see.
Just
So
not
you
style.
are not into this. You are maybe into one of these. As she points to her the gentleman to her sides. Maybe they are your style. No, not everyone likes the curves of a woman. Perhaps the solidness of men is preferred. No. Obviously, she has no qualms about talking about
clearly
whatsoever.
And you're talking to a young man from the
I know.
village that has never experienced anything like this.
I know.
And so he's like,
she doesn't understand. She's very much like,
He's like,
yeah.
I was like, I don't know yet about what I.
Indeed. It's just sweat.
It is like just pouring. Oh my god.
So at this point, Soot will join the group.
That's what she was screaming last night.
She hears I see Soot walk in and I'm like, Soot, welcome! Glad to see you, buddy.
Oh, there's my man now, my little one.
As soon as Soot walks in the door, he's going to assess the situation, and in like a fraction of a second, he's going to look at the room, look at her, look terrified at Carrick, and then everything's just going to go plain. He's going to walk in. My dear, great to see you again.
Yes, come, move over. Sit next to me, my strong little man.
Oh, no, not next to. And he's just going to hop up on her lap.
Oh. This is why I like your negotiator. He is very much about getting down to taxes here. So, yes, so we've come with the repair estimates. I gave you the deal of 25,000 lorans and one of your pulse cannons. We have agreed upon this. You have the signature, and she passes down the copy with Soot's signature on it.
Wasn't it 20?
It's going to be like
20. That's what it was.
I believe it was 20.
Yes, of course, my dear. You got me. Yes, 20 lorans, 20,000 lorans, and a pulse cannon. You can see that it's official, and she slides it to you, and you can see Soot's signature.
Mm-hmm.
And you also see Gustav's footprint. That was probably not on purpose. That was probably a mistake, but he just walked across it.
It was just a happy little accident.
Exactly.
I look at it as just like, that is going to be so much trouble. Cool. Wonderful. And I'm basically reading through it, just giving it one last look over, just to see if anything pops out.
And she'll say, well, it is everything that we negotiated is there, and it is we have all agreed upon. This is but a formality. This is just us coming to tell you that we can begin work immediately. It will take us about 2 days to get the hull repaired. The infrastructure is a little bit more because of the beaming and things of that. So we're looking at maybe a total of 3 days. Total. for the
Okay.
damage.
I mean, we're gonna need this to get out of here and continue on our way.
Mhm.
So I don't see why we can't. I was just curious. Is there, when you get your crew together to help us out, is there any way you could provide us with, at the very least, a roster of who will be working on the ship and when? We're just on a little bit of a high security alert right now, and we just want to make sure that folks are accounted for.
Yes, the incident that I have been informed of.
Yes.
I am very glad that you got your item back.
We are as well.
Sadly, a large portion of the outpost was damaged when said event occurred.
I saw.
It's about it was quite a bit of damage. 3 ships, 1 ship completely, 2 other ships severely damaged, plus the backside of the rusty anchor completely annihilated, and about 75 people killed. Yes, I would say that it was an event. It's okay though. Things like that happen here all the time.
That's.
We do not blame you for these things, because if it had not been you, it had been someone.
That's
it is
fair.
unfortunate that so much was damaged, but that's okay. We rebuilt.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, we just want to make sure everyone's accounted for. At all times, we just don't want something like this to happen again. And obviously, nothing to happen to the city again if, say, we need to run out and get something back.
Very true. Very true. I like this. She looks at it, but and she says, I like this captain of yours. I feel that we could negotiate some more with this one. What you say? What do you think?
So, at the word negotiate, you see Kennick's face just tighten up like,
oh God, no.
She's just gonna like pet the side of her head. Why don't we just keep the negotiations between us?
Very good. Yes, I like this strategy.
He's gonna like look over at Carrick and mouth. You owe me.
I mouth back. Ew.
Okay, cool. Now I need everybody else except for Soot and Carrick to roll intelligence, please.
Just a moment.
Oh, sorry. Go away.
Reopen my character sheet.
So I'll need it from who else out there. It's A, Katarina, and Gath. That everybody, yeah, that's it. So 13, very nice. 5, okay. And then Katarina.
You're muted if you're saying something.
I said for some reason mine's not wanting to roll, but I got a 3. I rolled it manually.
Okay. I need Katerina and A to roll me a dexterity roll, please. Okay.
There it
Roll that
goes.
time.
6.
Perfect. Okay. Where? Okay, I know where you're at, Katerina. You're in your bed. But A, where are you?
Oh, like I said, he was prepping to try and get off the ship to go for those supplies.
Okay. So you're getting your stuff together, getting ready to try to get off the ship. Okay, cool. So the three of you, as you're doing your daily whatevers, you hear a loud explosion. You feel the ship shake. A, you're knocked to the ground. Katerina, you're almost knocked out of your bed, but you're able to like grab hold and keep from falling out. Gath, you're sitting at your desk and you feel it. You're safe. You're fine. I mean, you're not safe. You're fine. You didn't fall over or anything. So it was very loud. The whole ship shook. The lights flicker. They don't go out, but they are flickering. And you hear the fire alarms going off.
And Gath will hit the communications go. Damage report.
Okay. You get no reply from the bridge.
I'm up. Fuck this. No.
Okay.
I'm heading to the bridge and I'm going to institute this protocol.
Okay.
I'm also going to the bridge.
Okay. Anybody else going to the bridge?
A's going straight to engineering.
Okay. So as the folks go to the bridge, you go to engineering. Engineering is good. Everyone down there felt it as well, and they've sort of like gathered and they've gotten their stuff, so everything's good there. Everything seems to be secure. You guys are heading to the bridge. What was that?
Scratch that. Rewind. I immediately looked for Lieutenant Adder.
He's at his station. He's just as surprised as you are. He's like, what was that?
Okay, so it wasn't you. Okay.
It sounded and felt very close.
Check for any damage in our area. Report to me in the bridge.
Yes, sir. And he shoots out to go look. Okay. So what route do you take to the bridge, Katerina? Do you take the elevators up? Do you take the corridor and up the stairs? What do you do?
The corridors and stairs.
Okay.
I don't
as
know
you head
what's
up
working or not.
Yeah. Okay. As you head up to the bridge deck, you will find the blast doors down.
So can I assume the explosion was on the bridge?
Or it was at least on that side of the ship somewhere.
Are communications working?
Who are you trying to get a hold of?
The bridge or the captain?
No one is responding from the bridge.
What about... What about Commander Nimitz? Damn it.
Yeah, you can get a hold of him.
Yes.
Internal communications don't seem to be down. It's just you can't get in touch with the bridge. So Nimitz is like, Nimitz.
It's Lieutenant Commander Katerina. I can't get to the bridge. I need you to initiate a red protocol. Please.
Yes, ma'am. And you'll hear the alarms go. And what a red protocol looks like, down on the mid deck, there's these long row. It's like a long hall, open sided, and you see these sort of doors slide down, and these robotic soldiers step out, and begin to go to their stations, their security stations. They will ignore the regular crew because that's what they do, and they will go to their places. Then you'll also, at that point, the ship will lock down, bulkheads will close, like whole section engineering will be completely cut off from anywhere else. Any of the vital systems will completely be shut off from anything else. So you'll not be able to get to vital systems until the protocols are raised. The only thing is an error at the bridge. Those bulkheads are not responding. Or not just the bridge, but the bridge deck.
So I can't get through.
Nope.
Can I access a ship-wide communication?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to identify myself, tell them that we're under a defense protocol to stay at your stations, report any damage to myself or the captain.
Okay.
And I'm going to start trying to figure out how I can get to the bridge.
Okay.
Damn it.
Gaff, you're on your way up. You will probably eventually run into Katarina. If you're in engineering, you realize that you were officially locked down. So your protocols are to make sure that the engines are cold.
Yep. All right, then that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to shut those engines down.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Do I actually know mechanical hatches that could bypass these doors and
yeah, you would know. There are service sort of like service shafts that would probably you might be able to bypass the main bulkhead that way. That's if the bulkheads haven't fallen down in the shafts, because they're sort of programmed to do that.
All right. Catherine, I have an idea if the service shafts haven't been cut off yet, and I will guide Katarina to them.
Okay. There is one on that deck that when you open it, it does go in and then it kind of goes up. And it doesn't seem like any of the bulkheads have locked down in this shaft. Of course, not much is working on this deck at the moment. The lights are sort of out, and
what the hell happened?
I know it wasn't Hatter.
Okay. I have no idea why you would say that. You know?
That's fair.
The Black Talon ship.
Yeah. That's fair.
All
too.
right. Let's just concentrate on getting to the bridge, and then we can start getting reports.
Okay. As you guys go through the maintenance shafts, you start going up. As you're going up, it doesn't look like any of those bulkheads have closed, because it really doesn't seem like there's much power flowing through these conduits, which, Gaff, you would know that means there's like major damage ahead. So as you guys continue up, you eventually get to the hatch that opens up onto the bridge deck. Now, the bridge deck is not the bridge. It's the deck that the bridge and the conference room and the map room and communications room, that stuff is all located. So you'll kind of come out on the outside of that. So who goes out first? Who's going to open the hatch and go out first?
I will.
Okay. When you touch the hatch is hot.
Damn it.
It's not burning hot, but it's like warm.
Okay.
warmer than it should be.
There's probably a fire on the fire's probably on this deck.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and open it if it's not like burning hot.
No, it's not. Yeah, you're able to open it. You open it up. There is smoke on this deck. Smoke sort of comes in. It's sort of like thick black, just smoke. It's filled. The rooms are filled with it.
I'll cover my mouth and keep working my way through.
Okay. If you work your way to the bridge, you will come to the doors to the bridge. Now they are not locked down, but they are kind of damaged.
Let's pull them. Let's together see if we can pull them open.
Yeah, y'all do strength rolls for me.
Damn it!
Not strength. Hey, look at there. That adrenaline's flowing.
Yep.
Okay. And then Gath, if you'll roll strength for me.
It's not doing the rolling.
Let me see. Yeah, it's not. Huh, weird. I even tried to do it on my end and it wouldn't do it. Of course, watch it roll it 500 times. +1. Okay. All right. Well, if you don't get it to roll, that's okay. You can do a manual roll if you want. And just roll the d6 in your modifier or whatever d6 level you're at. Because Katerina, you're able to like get your fingers in there and you're just like pulling, and that one side of the door is sort of giving way. It's taking a lot to get it to open, but you're getting it there. You're like that adrenaline is pumping and you're just like, I will open this door. And okay, 5. So yeah, you're still good. So, and Gath is like, he's having a little bit harder of a time, but you guys eventually do get it open enough for you to walk through. Of course, smoke comes out. There doesn't seem to be any fire on the bridge. The bridges for the most part, other than there is some damage, but for the most part, the bridge seems to be untouched.
And do we see any of the bridge crew?
Yeah, the bridge crew are there. Most of them are unconscious at this point because of the smoke, and some of them have gone to the observation deck and have opened up the main viewer and have kind of tried to let the smoke out, but a lot of them are like unconscious.
All right, I'm going to start dragging those people out onto the observation deck where they can get some fresh air.
Okay.
All right. Create water to basically wake the unconscious people and cool them down.
Okay.
And I'm going to...
That's a 12, which is...
bridge to captain.
Yeah. No. The communications are not working on the bridge.
Do any of the crew wake up?
Yeah. Most.
Where's the captain?
Let's see who you're talking to. I'm gonna say, let's say you're talking to. Let's say you're talking to Lieutenant Vales, your communications officer. She's gonna say, I'm not sure. He wasn't on the bridge. Neither was Captain Archibald. Lieutenant Commander Zerish will say they had a meeting with the Commandant and her team in the conference room.
I
All right.
immediately make for the conference room.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
Okay.
And I'm
That-
going
And then
to
you-
stop and grab 2 pistols so we're armed.
Okay.
God, I'm still barefoot.
Yeah. You guys head out in the hallway, and then you go down the hall, and the conference room is just down that way. When you get to the conference room, the blast doors have dropped, and they are red hot.
Oh my God.
And that's where we're ending tonight.
No!
I just gave you all a dynasty moment.
No!
Who lives and who
Red
dies?
wedding. It's the red wedding all over again.
Yep. So yeah, that's where we'll end this session tonight.
Holy crap,
We'll
Will.
come back in 2 weeks to find out, did any of the people in there survive? And those who did, will they ever be the same again? Who knows? So, all right. So let's go around and let everybody kind of, again, say who they are, where you can find them, who they are, who they played, where you can find them, and what do you think is going on? We're going to start with, let's start with A this time.
All right. Hey, y'all. I'm Kel, also known as the Celtic Wyvern King, who played A, our Djinn engineer, who was about to jump ship to go find some stuff to make a taser before, shit hit the fan, or more so the propeller in this case. But you can find me every Monday here on Halfling Wizard Productions for either WindRiders of Aria or Orlea Origins on alternating weeks. On opposite Wednesdays, so not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, you can find me here also for Reign of Vecna, along with Paprika here, as we are going through the roguelite, which we're getting close to the end. And then when that's over here soon, you can also find me on alternating Thursdays for Reign of Vecna, also ran by Paprika. On Fridays, specifically this Friday, you can find me on my own channel where I run a Stargate 5e game. Though this Friday, as long as I can get technology to cooperate with me, we will be doing a Surge one-shot to get ready for one of the new games I'm starting on my channel on Wednesdays. Because once Roguelite's over, I'll be having 2 games start on my own channel. One is a God's Challenge. It's a 5e campaign set in the plane of Theros, which is pretty much Magic the Gathering / D&D's version of Greece. And on the opposite weeks, it's Honor Regained, where essentially a special ops team has been burned, and they got to figure out who burned them, why, and how the hell they're going to be able to, reverse it. And then on the opposite Fridays, so next Friday, you can find me on Dinner and a Game for Jazz Funeral, Walking Dead short shot we're doing.
Okay. Is that it?
That should be
Okay.
it on that part. Yeah. Then when it comes to what I think is happening, I think the one So was with is trying to not just get a plasma cannon, but is trying to get more than that. And not just from Soot.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Let's go to Gath next.
Hi, everybody. This is Old Worm Slayer. I was playing Gath tonight. You can find me here every other Monday. And next, not this coming Wednesday, but the Wednesday after that in Roguelite. And when that ends, you'll find me with Kel and Rico as well in the Reign of Vecna. And I think it's going on either the Black Talents figured out it was us and are getting revenge, or somebody managed to sneak a bomb onto the ship because of Gustav.
Oh, Gustav. He's just sleeping in his quarters.
Yeah, but he snuck women on board.
Yeah. Well, y'all don't know that. It's like y'all don't.
True. But he was also being a drunk buffoon.
Oh, he was absolutely. All right. Let's go to Soot next.
Hey everybody, I am Goose. You can find me here every other Monday playing with these guys. You can also find me soon in the Reign of Vecna game every other Thursday as well with Kel and Riku. And you can find me in the Surge Discord. And yeah, check out the website, warptree.com/surge. Check out the game, get the book, look at our merch, like the hat. And yeah, I think that Soot and Tahlia decided to take advantage of their audience and things just got too hot.
It was explosive.
As we all know, so it likes to be watched.
Yeah, he was in a room full of folks. So yeah.
Let's just
All
say
right.
Soot's not shy.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. He's very proud. Very proud. All right, Katerina.
Hey, I'm Lisa, D&D Winterwolf on Discord and TikTok. Play Katerina, security, not very secure. Very disappointed in security. You can find me every Monday night here on Halfling Wizards channel for either Origins or WindRiders. You can find me every other Thursday. I believe our next one maybe is September 5th. You can stay tuned to Halfling Wizards Discord channel to find out the exact date for that. And then every other Friday in Kel's Stargate campaign, which would be this Friday, except we're apparently doing a Surge one-shot for one of his upcoming games. So that'll be a change of pace fun. Katerina is thinking two things. One, protect the captain, protect the captain, protect the captain. Wishing she had stopped to put shoes on. And and also thinking we're just going to have to start all over and rehaul security completely because this ain't working. You know?
Fair. All right. And of course, last but not least, the good old captain himself.
All right.
Who may or may not be alive.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on anymore. Yes, I am Riku. Tonight I was playing Captain Ketek, your Pantori captain of the WindRider, who may or may not be alive now. I don't know what's going on. You can find me on social media as Pup Riku or Puppy Riku, all depending on the app that you're using. You can find me here every other Monday for WindRiders, obviously. On opposite Mondays, you can find me over at Vibe Tribe Productions, playing in the Gaia Chronicles, where I play Drolor, the giant chronomancy wizard. As always, I always say you can have Origins up on one screen, Gaia on the other one, and watch us both at the same time. It's going to be a fun time. You can also find me here every other Wednesday running Roguelite along with Wormslayer and Kel here. They are very close to the end. I think they're about 3/4 of the way through the lamp, and I think we only got like 2 or 3 more sessions left, depending on how well this next one goes. It always depends on how well the next one goes. And once Roguelite ends, we will be starting the full Reign of Vecna campaign, where Wormslayer, Kel, and Goose are all a part of, along with some other really awesome people. That's going to be a real fun time. I've been having a lot of fun doing prep for that, so keep an eye out for that. Other than that, yeah, I'll be here. And Ketek right now, I hope he's still alive. I'm starting to think that this might be some sort of revenge plot for what just happened. But I don't know. I just hope I'm alive.
Fair enough. All right, and of course, I am Will, the halfling wizard here, and the chaos facilitator for this amazing group of folks. Yeah, and you'll have to come back in 2 weeks to see if some people died or not, and if so, what they're going to do next, and what happened. We don't even know what happened. All we know is there was an explosion. We don't know anything. But yeah, you'll have to come back in 2 weeks to find out. And of course, next Monday, we have scheduled Orlea Origins. And as far as I know, we are a go with that. If anything changes, we'll let everybody know. But at this point, as far as I know, we are a go. Yeah, and then of course on every other Wednesday you can find the roguelite here under our codex, and then on every other Thursday you can find the liminal blink. Coming soon, of course, you heard that we have the Vecna campaign coming soon. We also have in the works a queers campaign coming soon as well. We're just looking for one more player for that, and then we'll be set. And then that's an LGBTQ IA campaign that will be run by Mikey, the pop culture geek. And when that happens, he'll let me know once we get all that settled. But that'll be in our programming as well. We're always looking for other DMs who want to run games. You just got to join the Discord, reach out, and let us know. We've got plenty of room here in our community, and we would love to have you. And we're not just D&D. If you have another TTRPG that you want to run, we welcome it. As you can see, we have multiple ones going. We have D&D. We have the Surge campaigns. We've got the Queers campaigns coming in. So we're very open to all sorts of fun stuff. So come over and join us. If you don't follow us on Twitch, give us a follow over on Twitch. We would love to be a bigger family, and we love new people. And then, of course, join our Discord and come and hang out with us and have some fun. But I think that's it. And I think I'm just going to say until next time, be cool, be groovy, and try not to blow shit up. How about that? Let's go with that. Yeah.
No, we need more blowing up.
We need more blowing up. We need more Goostav. I think we need more Goostav. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so until we see you guys again, which is in 2 weeks for this one and in a week for Origins, y'all have a blessed night. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining us for this Halfling Wizard production. Make sure to come back again soon to see what happens next. Right here, where adventure comes to life.